Hey y'all, welcome to Craftable Things. I'm Patrice, and today we are going to be announcing the xTool winner for the giveaway that xTool hosted on this channel, and we are also going to be making a rubber stamp. Alright y'all, so before we get into this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also check out the other content on this channel once we're done with this video. And if you like this content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. In addition, head over to Facebook and join our Facebook group, Craftable Things. We would love to have you there. So y'all, xTool hosted a giveaway on this channel a few weeks ago, and the giveaway was for one winner, and that winner would get whatever they purchased refunded to them. Well, I received an email last week from them announcing the winner, and I am excited to be able to announce that today. So stick around. I don't know if I'm going to announce that winner in the middle of the video or at the end of the video. I'm just not sure. But today we are going to be using a piece of this rubber and also a wooden block that I purchased from Amazon to make a stamp. And this is the first time that I'm doing this with the xTool, so I'm very interested in seeing how this is going to work. Also, y'all know that I am going to be referring back to xTool's instructions, and inside of the material box that they sent me when I first got the machine, they have the settings for this laser engraving rubber mat. So I'm excited to try this out. Let's see how it turns out. Of course, I need to grab my laser shades, and let's get started. Now we're inside of LaserBox Basic, and this is the standard software that comes with your xTool. And we already have our image uploaded, and we are just going to go ahead and input our settings. Now, this particular software is very basic. There are a few things that you can do inside of it. You can input shapes and things like that. However, I usually create my designs outside of LaserBox, and then I bring them inside of LaserBox so that I can cut them on the xTool. There are other softwares like Lightburn that work with your xTool as well. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit because I want to make sure that everything is looking the way that we want it to look. Okay, and so far everything looks pretty good, and we are going to be adjusting the settings of the entire design. And right now it's orange because orange means that that is going to be engraved, right? So let's go ahead and adjust the power, and the power per xTool's instructions need to be at 100%, and the speed will need to be at 40 millimeters per second. All right, so I just need to go here and pull down to 40. And it only requires 2 passes. All right, so they suggest 2 passes. And it's already sized, and when I inputted or imported this design in, it was in inches, but I had to convert it to millimeters. And so we already did that. Everything looks to be how we need it to be. And advanced settings, we don't need to touch there really. Image mode gray, 100% sharpness, everything. I'm just going to leave all of that exactly how it is. So next, all we have to do is make sure that we get connected to our machine. Usually before you get started, you want to make sure that there are no updates. So naturally I have to check for updates. It says latest version is already installed, and then check for firmware, and I am connected to the LaserBox and it searches. So okay, so it says that I need to update this now, so let me go ahead and update it. This is important because this can affect your ability to cut or engrave. Okay, so we're up to date, and next we are just going to press the start button, and that is this little blue circle with the plate button inside. And it is now connecting to the laser so that we can get ready to engrave. Alright, so this is everything that we need. It's telling us that this is going to take about 27 minutes for us to get this completed. We're not using a cylinder, which is the rotary, so everything is exactly how we need it. So we're going to head to the machine. We are first going to frame the design on the mat, and then we are going to press start. Alright guys, so now I removed the risers because it was not going to cut correctly, and you want to make sure that you set this correctly. You want to make sure you set the laser aperture correctly. And so what we're going to do next is, now I'm just going to release the lever on the side, and we are going to set it down so that it is on top of the rubber. And then there is some space there, so that is the distance that we need so that that laser can interact with the rubber. And so I'm going to go ahead and start tightening the laser aperture back up. It's tight. Once it's tight, I'm going to raise that lever on the side back up, okay? And so I usually like to make sure that it is moving about correctly. And the purpose of the magnets is so that it does not move, okay? And so this looks good. And so now it's time for us to frame it. And I am going to leave a little bit around the edge because I'm going to use that to place that onto the wooden block. All right, so let's go ahead and frame it. Right now I'm at the computer and I am just simply pressing frame or framing. And this is just giving me an idea of where it is going to laser engrave, right? And so it's time for us to get started. I have on my protective glasses. You want to make sure you're in a ventilated area, so open those doors, windows, do this outside, but you definitely want to be in a ventilated area. And I also have a ventilation mask. All right, so let's get ready, and we are going to press start. All right, y'all, so I'm halfway through with the design or the engrave, and I realized that I did not invert the image. And so, yeah, this is pretty much a wasted piece because this is not how we want it to be. So the H looks fine, but that's not necessarily what we want because that will not really go as we expected. So let's go for this again. I've inverted the design and now we can get ready to get this done correctly. All right, guys, so here we are for round 2, and we are going to just frame it. Okay, everything's looking good. Now we are going to start. Now our new time is 38 minutes. Okay, y'all, so that really didn't take the full 38 minutes. It was more like 20 minutes. So this is what we have. So I wanted you to kind of see the difference between that top engrave and then the bottom engrave is what we want, especially since we're going to be making a stamp. So we're gonna head over to the craft table and clean this off. All right, so here it is. And this is the one where I started first, but as you see, it started engraving into the
rubber. We want it to engrave, but we really want to have like an inverted image. And so that's what I had to go back and do. And this is how we want it to look for the purpose of stamping. And so now I'm just going to put a little bit of water to get out and remove the shavings. All right, y'all. So this is what we have. And I might want to do 3 passes. I think I want it to lift a little bit more off of the backing of the rubber. And so I think 3 passes might be perfect. But this is what we have with 2 passes. And it looks very, very clean. Look how small the word educational is, and it looks amazing. Okay, so I'm testing this out. This isn't necessarily the glue that I would recommend for this, but I'm just putting a little bit of this tacky glue on here so that I can test it out. Just gonna put a little, I don't want it to seep over. You can use some type of permanent adhesive glue. That's what I would recommend. All right, so let's go ahead and place this on. I'm just going to place it right there. Put it over a bit. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put something on top, something heavy on top, and then we are going to test it out. All right, so we have our rubber mounted onto the wood. Now I'm just gonna put this sticker on here. I printed this sticker out. It's just regular sticker paper that we're gonna place on top. Could have made it a little smaller, but it's all good. Luckily, this is just a test. And so let's test it out. Just gotta keep kind of doing it. I haven't used this ink pad yet, but it's getting on there, but we don't really want it around, but we're going to see how this presses. Maybe I'm doing too much, right? So I'm just gonna press this down. And then let's see, it looks like there's some ink on there, and we're just gonna lightly tap it. Y'all, I forgot to mirror it. I need help. But guess what? It's working. So I am going to have to redo this over again, but it's all good. Y'all, we're all done, and I'm just trying to figure out why nobody told me that I did not mirror the image. And mirroring the image is very important when you're doing rubber stamping. It's very much like when you're doing HTV and sublimation, you need to mirror it, and I was not thinking about mirroring it. So I do want you all to know that this came out amazing. It looks really, really good. Even though I thought that we probably should have done more passes, when I stamped it onto the paper, as you saw, the outline did not go onto the paper. So I'm really pleased with that. I think it looks great. And once I get this right, this will be an amazing stamp. So the xTool did its job, and if you are interested in an xTool, please look at the link listed below in the description. It is my affiliate link, and I would love it if you would use my affiliate link if you want to purchase one. Now, if you use my affiliate link to purchase one from the giveaway video, guess what? Your name was entered into the giveaway, and from the email that xTool sent me, which I'm looking at right now, there were 12 people who actually used the Craftable Things discount code to obtain merchandise from xTool. And so the winner of the giveaway is Brian Kidd. So thanks to everyone who did purchase something using my link. Brian, I will be sending you an email just to confirm so that you'll know in case you don't see this video, in case you don't get to the end of this video. I do want to make sure that you know that you were the winner of the xTool giveaway. And that prize was xTool is refunding your purchase to you, and congratulations and thank you. Thank you for being a part of the Craftable Things family. Thank you for making a purchase. All right, y'all, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, head over to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and join Craftable Things there as well. But that is going to be it for today, y'all. Thank you all so very much for watching. Until next time.